What is up, everybody? This is Mark the Mike, and it's another Wrestling Babble podcast by Wrestling Inc. I am Mark the Mike. I'm joined by Louis Beans.
What is up? What is up?
And like I always say, there's tons of wrestling this week. Like 3 pay-per-views within 2 days.
That's a lot.
That was like,
Probably more. Actually, more.
there's probably more outside of the.
Shout out to Matt Cardona. So
Yeah,
probably more.
that was actually fucking hilarious. But yeah, there's a lot of things to cover. We got the weekend wrestling. We got our reviews of the pay-per-views. That's why we live on Monday to get the things rolling. Before we go to our wrestling retrospect, and my choice was Johnny Gargano.
Yes, sir. Johnny Wrestling.
Yes. My first match. I'm gonna go with one that was in Evolve, and they actually had a 3-show rivalry, and it was Austin Theory versus Johnny Gargano.
So that was how long before he got to
That
NXT?
was definitely 2019, 2018.
Okay, cool.
Because Gargano was doing a lot of signings, and him and Ciampa were booking Evolve
Okay,
during that
okay,
time. Yeah.
okay.
So that's when they were sharing talent. Like Street Profits did. They were Evolve champion, tag champions.
I did not know that.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
So yeah, that would be my first match. Austin Theory and Johnny Gargano, they have very good chemistry. So I'm actually looking forward to seeing what they do on Monday Night Raw and their rivalry with that. But them two could go, and you get everything out of it. He's half crabman, half high flyer. You get a lot of things off of Johnny Gargano, and this is probably one of the fun storylines that he was actually be able to talk on promos, because just during the time that he was just not right there in the NXT title reign, but he was like, I think he was the tag team champion a couple times with Ciampa, and this was before the North American title, so he was not a single champion yet.
Cool.
So you kind of saw his development as well.
Nice.
Go with yours.
So since you gave me the checklist, I went through. I tracked down the Galloway Gargano, and that was the from Evolve also.
Yes.
And it says Showdown of Champions. Uh, champion versus Evolve champion versus DG USA champion. So I saw the little package they put together for it to hype it up, and it was actually a very good match. I don't. You have to remind me, because again, I don't remember the matches in NXT. Did they fight?
No.
No, they didn't.
No, they crossed. They didn't cross paths in NXT.
Crazy.
They were both baby
Um,
faces at the time.
okay. They never even had like a little fun
No, because they were
exhibition.
all like kind of busy within their rivalries. That Drew was kind of
Wow.
fighting Andrade and Bobby Roode at the time. Gargano
True.
was going against Ciampa, and Ciampa was hurt for a while, so Gargano was just having random matches and shit.
Okay, cool.
So they
Well,
didn't
this
really
one was
touch.
cool because it wasn't 100% the Drew we know, but you could see this is the turn,
Yeah.
or rather, this is the point in his life where he's. See, I don't remember if this was when in the middle or the beginning of when he started going like around the world and having like championships everywhere. But I know
This was
there's
the beginning of it,
this was the beginning.
because this
Okay.
was right before we're going to. I don't think he. I think he was in Impact as well during this time.
All right. Cool. But like he has like the gear that is kind of reminiscent of what he had in NXT, and then when he got to the main roster,
Yeah.
and he's got the presence. I'm talking about Drew here, but
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
damn, but it's mostly like it's cool to see because I didn't see any of this stuff.
Yeah.
And Johnny is Johnny. He was
Johnny.
still a badass, and the thing about it was like I also didn't realize how much they let him keep of himself.
Yeah.
Because when you look at this stuff, it's like, oh, he's almost the same guy in NXT when he first got there. Like, oh, okay.
Yeah. He kind of stood. A lot of styles stood the same.
And then they let him evolve it. So like that's cool.
Yeah.
No pun intended. So
My
good
next
match, good.
match will be the Alpha Male Championship match. It was Ethan Page versus Johnny Gargano. This was in Canada. I don't know. They don't tell me the information about the Wrestling Federation,
Okay.
but this was in 2018, 2019,
Okay.
2019.
Okay.
Very fun match. Also had a good build between them two with a couple promos back and forth and things like that. So they actually had a little storyline build. The match itself had a lot of funny like spots, but it was also like very hard hitting. And it was good. It was good championship rivalry between the two. I did like the ending, how Gargano caught that springboard spear that he does
Mm-hmm.
because he was coming down from the top rope and he got caught. So I
Oh,
mean,
wow. Okay. Gotcha. Gotcha.
so I'll go with that. What's your next one?
Okay. So number 2 on the list, I picked Johnny Gargano versus Uha Nation.
Yeah,
This is also Evolve. This is Evolve 27. Gargano versus Nation. It says January 12th, 2014. So this is a while ago. This is before the other one.
yeah,
Um, I believe. Okay, well, it says the name of the belt, and he is the Open Freedom Gate champion because it's
yeah,
his Open Freedom Gate title match. It was good. It was good, and I mean, you know what's interesting though? This Apollo here, right? This
yeah,
Cruz here, he kind of does things that kind of remind me of him more when he was uh able to be like himself, or at least when he was like showing his nationality and stuff.
yeah,
Because it seems like they kind of cut off him doing some of the kind of, I guess you could say, bad guy stuff in NXT, and I think that might have hurt him
yeah,
because he seemed like to have a little more flavor, a little more character here than he did
yeah,
in regular NXT. So that was interesting. Johnny wins the match. He catches him with the submission. Lovely too. It was like, and also the other thing they play up in the beginning is the size difference.
yeah.
Like his punches and chops have zero effect on him. It is kind of funny. So like I like that stuff. So it's good. Check that out.
All right. What would be my next one? My next one would be part of the Cruiserweight Classic.
Mm-hmm.
It was Johnny Gargano versus Mustafa Ali.
Yeah, sure.
It was part of the second round of no, it was part of one of the. It was not even in the rounds. I think they fought outside the tournament during the event.
Okay. Cool. Cool. Cool.
Was it? No, he did fight him the second round. Sorry, it was the second round because he beat Lince Dorado, Mustafa Ali, to make it to the second round. He fought Johnny Gargano the second round because he fought Ciampa the first round. Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Okay.
Very fun, very high flying. Ali, you get to see a star shine in him, and also Gargano. Him and them two also have a lot of chemistry. And I hope they actually fight in Monday Night Raw because there's a lot of good stuff in that match.
Cool. Good stuff.
And, yeah, that was a Cruiserweight Classic. Um, I don't remember the year. I think it was 2018.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And your last one?
And my last one, I picked Johnny Gargano versus Candice LeRae.
Yeah.
And this is from Absolute Intense Wrestling.
Yeah.
I believe it's not for any championship. And it is, well, at least the video went up in 2015. So I don't know exactly when the match took place. And it was good. It was very good. I mean, not for nothing. They're both really, really good in the ring.
Yeah.
And I see, here's the thing I don't know is if her style or even vice versa, because again, I don't know much about them. Like,
They both
who
trained
started.
together.
Okay. Because I like to say, yeah, their styles really like influence each other, or
Yeah.
like they mesh well together, or they're very similar to each other. But I mean, not for nothing. If you wanted to do an intergender tag team,
Yeah.
this is like the number one team.
Uh
Right?
huh.
I'm just saying,
100%.
100%.
Yeah. I think I did pick that match in the Candice LeRae matches.
Okay.
That was really good. Yeah. I'm all
Yeah,
for it.
and I would just point out, not for nothing, there's some stuff here is just like, damn. Because I think I don't know what their characters are during this time, but he just does some vicious stuff to her. Like, for instance, she's doing the 10 punches on the top,
Yeah.
and he just lifts her completely up in the air, and like, because she's smaller than him, and he can lift her so high, and he just drops her completely on her face in the turnbuckle, and she just like, Jesus Christ, pulling no punches. So
Yeah. Yeah, that was good. That was our pick, Johnny Gargano. We will have our pick this week at the end of the show. Now we go into this long ass week of wrestling. Um, yeah, because we got 3 pay-per-views and we also got the regular ass shows that come up this week. First things first, we got Monday Night Raw, and let me see. I had it up and then it went away. There we go. I got it up now. We have kickoff with Judgment Day defeats AJ Styles and Dolph Ziggler. I actually dug the AJ Balor confrontation in this match because they kind of kept true. Like they did nothing to each other, but so they didn't want to hurt each other.
Yeah, sure enough. Sure enough.
But I dug the match. I thought it was really good.
Yes, sir.
And then
we'll see. They planting the seeds. We'll see.
And then Ray Candlestick came out and beat people up.
Nah, he can't.
He can't do it like Kofi though.
No.
We go to Edge confronts Judgment Day. Rey Mysterio and Dominic surprise Judgment Day with the Candlestick attack. Then we got Bianca Belair, Alexa Bliss, and Asuka defeat 3 locals. I guess this just showcased them before the match.
Mm-hmm. It is what it is.
Yep. We had a confrontation between Gable and Kurt Angle, which was fucking hilarious.
Yes, sir. This was a highlight. Kurt Angle was in full character mode. Him and Gable shooshing each other.
Yeah. It was very good.
World.
But
in the perfect world, he would join them, though. I'm just saying.
In the perfect world, they should have lost. Just saying, Street Profits, you mind your business.
Yep.
Really good match. Again, but sadly, we have seen this many times over. But it's still entertaining match. At least they had some break between each other. But
we also have to have. We cannot talk about this without talking about the highlight of the match, and that is Otis flying over the table.
Oh, that was hilarious.
Yo.
He got body checked by Dawkins.
He went flying like he weighed nothing.
Yes.
Unbelievable.
The lightest big man I ever seen in my life.
Oh my goodness.
He didn't look like he didn't weigh 400 pounds. We got Matt Riddle and you got Seth Rollins. Intense rivalry sit down, and it got really personal, and we heard some F-bombs. It was great.
Yeah, I like how they presented it with the. He was talking while they were supposedly off camera.
Yeah.
Seth had some choice things to say, spicy things to say about his family. And, we got to see some serious bro action. So what you think about it?
I liked it. Like, I actually liked seeing that serious side with Riddle. Like, Riddle wants to break your shit now.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Don't forget, he is a trained fighter.
Yep. People forget that he was UFC.
Mm-hmm.
UFC United States Championship match. Bobby Lashley defeats The Miz by via submission.
Interesting.
Because he got scared of your boy lurking in the shadows.
I have to give them credit for the Loomis appearances throughout the show.
Yes.
Because there was some of them I missed. Like the first one, when Miz was walking down the hallway and the security guard was Loomis and they went back and it was some other guy. I missed that.
It was good. And I was fine with Lashley not getting a United States Championship match at the pay-per-view because he's been defending his title. Like, Triple H was running Raw for this would be the 5th week. He got a U.S. title match within the 4 to 5 weeks.
Yeah, I know. It's gonna be one on Monday against the Miz.
And steel cage.
Talking himself into one.
In a steel cage, so Loomis can't go in. He's gonna come out the ring, isn't he?
Yeah, if he doesn't come out of the ring, or if it's not a weird looking ref and he pulls a mask off, that's all I'm saying.
He's gonna be like a very sweaty masked ref. He's gonna look like the Ninja Turtles, like white face mask.
Yes.
Alright. We got Kevin Owens and confronted the Usos and Sami Zayn to pick a fight, and then Kevin Owens got pissed and he was like, "Oh, we're gonna fight now." So Kevin Owens and Jey Uso had a really good match, and KO wins.
Yes, sir. Very, very good match.
We got the finals of the tag team championships. The women's tag team title is Raquel Rodriguez and Aaliyah defeat Dakota Kai and Io Sky.
And you know what? I wasn't expecting the outcome,
Yeah,
but the match was actually all right.
I'm just saying. Right. I'm just saying. Raquel Gonzalez was like pretty much one on two for like a good portion of the match.
Yes, sir. That's
snuck
pretty much what they've told us, that Aaliyah is useless.
Yeah, pretty much. And she's been there for 8 years, and they don't say the 8 years she's been there. She's just been here. She's been there for a long time. She should get better. So, I'm fine with it. It was her first title. Congrats to Aaliyah.
Hopefully they don't skip over what happened. You know what I mean? With they brought it up on After the Bell, so it's a real thing. Let's see if they continue that.
Yeah. And Raquel Rodriguez is the first double tag. She won the NXT and the WWE Women's Tag Team belts.
Congratulations.
There you go. So Monday Night Raw, where you give it?
Raw, I'm gonna give it an A. Yeah, A minus maybe for the end of the show.
Yeah.
But that's it.
I go A. I think it was a strong show going into the Clash. I think SmackDown was a little stronger, but that was like the ending to the world title and a couple other things. But I thought it was a solid show. I like seeing Bobby defending that title. I like seeing KO whoop ass too. So it's been good. It's been very good.
Yep. The non-wrestling stuff.
Yeah.
The entertainment part of the show was actually very entertaining this week. So gotta give him credit.
We got NXT 2.0, and we got Grayson Waller versus Apollo Crews. Waller wins. Good match.
Very good.
Very good.
He deserves more credit. Waller is good.
So me and you with the opinion, shout outs to him. We were talking about like since the 2.0 brand started, who's your top of the 2.0 people?
Grayson Waller.
I think Hayes.
Grayson Waller and Carmelo.
I think Carmelo's number one.
Yeah, I guess because he's a champ. He has to be.
And I think Waller's number two.
Yeah, I think he's number two. Definitely.
And then Mandy number three.
She doesn't count.
Yeah, she doesn't count because she's not. Well, she was part of the 2.0 brand though.
But
like, she didn't come in to 2.0.
But she's not new.
She's not new, but she's part of the 2.0 branding.
Yeah, well, if that's the case, then I'm gonna say she's number one. But
that is true.
Being biased.
She would be number one. Yeah, it is true. But the women's definitely she was number one. But
I would say of the women who has developed the most since 2.0 has started, I would say personally I like Tiffany Stratton. I think even though her stuff has been more focused on comedic stuff dealing with Wendy, I think like move wise and all right, Scott Steiner does not agree.
Yeah,
doesn't agree. But I just mean move wise and like talking and all that stuff and being a complete character. I think for the women is her. Like new people.
Scott Steiner didn't like that because his nephew's dating Cora Jade.
Oh.
He's like, hey. I might have to agree with that one. I think Tiffany Stratton like really showed a lot of improvement since she started. And like Nakia Lyons I also like, and I think she's up there as well. The one I actually started like really enjoying when I actually see her wrestle, and she's actually pretty solid, is the chick with the two dudes, the Bridge and Jensen.
Oh, Fallon. Yeah,
I like her. I think she's pretty good.
Yeah. It's kind of hard to say some of these people because I know I've seen them also on like Dark. She was on Dark.
Yeah.
But she was also in WWE.
She was.
She was already there for a while. Like, and they changed her.
Oh, okay.
So some of those people is like it's harder to say, but like for brand new, I say Tiffany Stratton. Because even Cora Jade, isn't Cora Jade like she wrestled before?
She started with the 2.0 brand though, like fully going into it.
Okay. Well, you know what? All right. I'll they'll neck and neck then. You know
Yeah.
what? Yeah.
Um, we got Katina Chance and Kaden Carter defeat Ivy Nile and Tamron Plexi.
I wasn't expecting it to be the way it happened, but
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
it was
It's
a good
pretty good.
match. Good
Yeah.
match, and we got a lot of like classic NXT coming in and setting up for Worlds Collide, and we got a surprise with Doudrop and Nikki Ash come out to challenge the tag team titles.
Interesting. I like it. I was excited for it. Good. Good.
Good. We got Pretty Deadly and Lash Legend defeat Josh Bridges, Brooks, and Jensen, and
Again.
Fallon Haley, Hanley.
Mm-hmm.
Good match.
Yes, sir.
We got Andre Chase defeat Charlie Dempsey.
I think that was my match of the night.
That was good.
That was a good. Like I don't. Again, I'm not familiar with Chase. But that he was showing off, man. He's real good. Because I
We
know the other guy is
yeah
a very. He has a reason to be as good as he
yeah.
is.
So Charlie Chase was a big part of Evolve. He was like the
Okay.
Harlem. I forgot his name. It was like the Harlem something in Evolve.
Hmm. Hmm.
He was good. He was always pretty good. He has a good character too.
Okay.
We got Zoe Starks defeat Kaya James, and she got jumped in the end, and Nakia Lyons comes to take her back.
So I mean, I just feel bad because they didn't get to be on SmackDown. That's
Yeah,
it.
yep, yep. You got Gallus defeat Diamond Mine in a six-man tag team match. Very good match.
Hmm. I agree.
And then Ricochet, then Carmelo Hayes was talking shit, saying that there's no one on his level, and our boy Ricochet comes in and
The
accepts the
one and only.
challenge.
Yes, sir. Good to see you.
I thought it would be one of two people,
Okay. Cool.
because I had to think about like who's the North American champion. So I was one of two people. No, I had one of three people, and I was like, Priest won't make sense because he's in part of a big storyline, and I don't think he go to World's Cup. He can't make it to London and go back to Florida at the same time.
True. True. True.
I thought Bronson Reed,
Oh. Okay. Okay.
but he just signed.
Okay.
We signed with New Japan, so I don't think he's coming anytime soon.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, yeah, Ricochet. Ricochet, I think is like one of the first champions. So I was like, oh shit, yeah, Ricochet is one of the first champions. So Ricochet,
Gotcha.
and that match delivered too. So we get into that later on.
Mm-hmm.
NXT 2.0, what do you give it?
I have to give it an A. I everything. I pretty much liked everything on that show.
It was a
It was
great build
great.
up. It was a great build up to Worlds Collide, and this was a short build, and they did a great job in building that.
True. True. Well, they did have time because they did trickle them in.
Yeah,
They did trickle the UK people in. So at least it wasn't like bam out of nowhere. You
yeah,
know what I
yeah,
mean?
I got you. And now we go to AEW Dynamite. This is the go home episode for All Out. We kick off with the Trios Championship match. No, it's Undisputed AEW World Champion John Moxley kick off. Great promo by him.
He's gonna fight you. He's gonna
Yep.
bite you.
We had Brian Danielson versus Jack Hager. Probably gives him one of his best matches because Hager sucks in AEW.
As a wrestler, not really. I don't think he sucks, but he just doesn't have much to do
Yeah, there you go.
ever except be Jericho's like the guy that shows up
Yes.
for Jericho. So yes, I agree.
Good match though.
Yeah, very very good.
We have W Morrissey debut.
It was cool to see him. I like it. Let's hope
Yeah.
something good happens with him. I mean, then again, what they got plans. I'll just
They were
put it
part
that
of the
way.
heist.
They got plans. Yes, yes.
We had Sheeta and Tony Storm versus Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter.
It was
Uh,
alright. It wasn't great.
no.
Her and Rosa had a better chemistry
Yeah.
as a tag team.
And they don't like each other, which is funny.
Who Tony Storm and
And
Thunder
Thunder
Rosa?
Rosa have a lot of issues backstage.
Oh, okay.
CM Punk promo, Jungle Boy and Christian face off face to face, and so CM Punk's promo was okay.
Hmm.
I had issues with his promo.
Well, to CM Punk.
Yeah. So he left the open contract on the ring and things like that. And then you had the other guy come out, and then he talked about it, and then Punk came out, and
I just thought I no, I liked it for his character. 'Cause I don't think Punk actually said anything wrong because he was doubting himself. But my thing was that felt like it was too scripted to happen.
yeah, like wouldn't
Like the fact that no other AEW stars were like running out there to grab a contract because that's supposed to be
exactly,
the first thing you do. Like I don't want.
exactly.
Look, here's the thing, Murray. I don't want to be like, oh, you should have been like a 24/7 title where like dudes are scrambling and running. But I'm just saying, when you put gold out there for free, everybody who's hungry should be trying to eat.
Or at least a few of them, and he could probably like
So
GTS
what you
them.
trying to tell me about AEW's locker room is that they not hungry?
Nah.
That's what you telling me. That's the story you just showed me.
Yeah.
That they just lay back and chilling while somebody else a contract. Because mind you, he did it the most unprofessional way ever. So it's not like this people gotta be like, oh, is it official? No, he signed his name on it, but there was no stupid table in a fight.
Yeah.
He just left it on the floor.
Yep.
So if you know you're not gonna get into a fight to sign, because you know every contract signing is a fight. So I don't understand, Mark. Please help me understand.
I don't know. I didn't like again. I would have thought people would have came out for that contract as well. I was like, yo, you just
Yeah,
left your open contract on the floor and things like that. And
yeah,
then the one person that came out of nowhere was his buddy that did it and shit. I was like, whatever. Anyway.
yeah. So that's why I was like, I couldn't be surprised because I
Yeah.
knew where it was going. Thank you, commentary, for telling me who that guy was.
Yes, because I had no clue what that was either.
And so once you told me who he was, I know where this is going. Thanks.
FTR and Warlow defeat Capri, Young, and Jones.
Who? They didn't look familiar.
They're all people that were part of ROH.
Okay, see, I'm not familiar.
Nah, you know,
No,
it was
it
it was not
wasn't
long
bad,
enough
but
to remember
yeah,
anyway.
yeah,
Match ran
exactly,
fast.
exactly.
You have Dante Martin versus Ray Phoenix versus Rush versus Ryo Yuta. Okay, match.
I thought it was cool. It was alright. I like the stuff that Phoenix did in the match that I didn't see him do, the laying down on the rope. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, that's pretty cool. Like Phoenix is dope. So
And then the main event was the AEW Trio Title Tournament final. It was the
hmm
Elite versus Osprey versus Osprey and Aussie Open.
very good. I think that was the most fun match of the show.
Yeah,
Just put it that way. It's very very fun. I like that. So you
yeah,
know
good
what you're
match.
getting when you got that crew. So it is what it is.
Yeah, good match. Good fight between Will Osprey. He's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Does some
Yes,
crazy
sir.
shit. Overall, AEW, what you give it?
I have to give it a B minus.
Yeah,
I think that last match carried the show. The other matches that I thought were good, I can't really. They're not floating to the top mark. You know what I mean?
yeah, I got you.
Some of some of the story stuff hit with me, so it was okay.
Some I
But
didn't care.
some of the things that I still have issues with, mainly that contract thing. That just
Yeah,
seemed like what?
yeah, I agree with that.
I could be just day one. I'm running out there.
Oh yeah,
You know
I
what I mean?
could just start. It'll be the first day of work, and I see a championship contract on my ass
Hell
is
yeah.
running out there and get it.
Exactly.
So
Exactly. Thank you. So, yeah.
yeah. So, did you get to watch Impact? Cause I had enough.
No,
I
I
couldn't
did.
watch it.
Too much stuff. I
I heard
couldn't.
good things about Impact. Minion was saying there was some good matches. He said the
Good.
X Division title match I think was good, and I think he said the build for Jordan Grace and the Russian chick. I heard that the
Oh,
build is
Slam
getting
events.
really
Okay.
good. Yeah. So I didn't get to watch it. So yeah, there was like an added 15 hours of wrestling this week. So I'm sorry I missed Impact. I kind of wish I saw Impact over at Rampage though. I'll tell you that much. Anyway,
Yeah, I mean, Rampage felt inconsequential. I'll just put it that way.
yeah, I agree. We go to Friday Night SmackDown and we kick off with the Viking Rules match, and they had a fucking boat over the ring. It was fucking great.
Oh man. All right. Oh, you gonna do it? Go ahead.
You know what? This is what we always say on this cast. If you're gonna go, do it all the way, and they did it all the
They
way.
turned the ring into a Viking ship. Go ahead. Nice. They did it.
Um, beyond the this match was fucking great.
Yeah, it
It's
was.
probably one of my favorite matches this week, just because what match can you say that Kofi Kingston pulls out a manure and whacks a Viking in the head with it?
He hits a Viking in the head. Yes,
It
and
should,
he also came to the ring dressed as Thor.
yes, he
Yes.
was Thor. Xavier Woods was Loki.
Mm-hmm.
And it was fucking dope. Those are the Vikings they knew. They said that's why he
I like
dressed as
it. I
them.
like it. I love the commentary. He was trying to Michael Cole didn't know what he was talking about. He
Yeah,
was like, "What?"
I like the
Yes.
match a lot. I think the chemistry is actually quite good, and they go hard. Um,
Yes, sir.
and I'm sad that the New Day won because we had Manure, and that should have ended the match. To be honest with you, him getting the hammer
Yeah,
and whacking him in the head, that should have ended the match.
I agree. I agree. I
Because
agree.
you would have showed the power of like you were Thor. God
Hmm.
damn, end that match there.
Yeah,
Very fun match though. I really enjoyed it.
very fun.
Um, and that's gonna be a new toy. Stay tuned.
A whole playset,
A whole
hopefully.
playset right there. They better have the Thor and Loki, Xavier Woods, and Kofi.
Get on
Uh,
that deal.
we got Karrion Cross brutalized Drew Gulak.
Why you gotta beat on Gulak? I'm so mad. So mad.
He murdered the man.
I like it. I mean, I at least his the presentation translates, so I'm not
Yeah,
mad because they do the camera work. I will say though, it kind of has to be awkward for some of them because the crowd doesn't see some of the stuff, so they
yeah,
just see Cross there. Because when Scarlett is doing all that stuff and Cross is like right there, they probably see him standing there
yeah,
because you know how the camera doesn't show him.
yeah,
So
yeah. Yeah. They're like, oh,
they're like, "What's he doing?"
yeah.
So, but
Uh,
anyway, good.
Ronda Rousey got restrained after the punishment was reduced to.
Good on good on Scrap Daddy. Good on him.
Yo, he was not wrong.
Talk that talk.
He was not wrong whatsoever.
Also, she can learn a thing or two from him because he
Yes.
went on a complete rant for like 5 minutes and he ain't break once.
Yep.
Rhonda, you need to take some acting classes, some speech classes.
We got Hit Row versus Maximum Male Models.
It was funny. That's what I like about it. You knew it wasn't going to be a serious
Yeah.
match, so I enjoy what I watch.
Shinsuke
And
Nakamura versus
Not for nothing. Like give some credit to Mansoir.
yeah.
He was crisp in the ring. Just
Yeah.
saying.
Shinsuke Nakamura defeats Happy Corbin.
He deserved it.
Yes.
He deserved it.
And after the
So
and after the match, you see Corbin walk out, and you see JBL's limousine come out.
is this? Listen. Hold on, Mark. We got to talk about this for a second because I know not everybody likes JBL, but hear me out. If this leads to Corbin being world champ, I'm for it.
Me too. Me too.
So let's see where this
He's
goes.
gonna become a tycoon.
I mean, he was halfway there.
There you
He
go.
got the money, right?
Yeah. Then we got Butch versus Ludwig Kaiser.
This might be the match of the night for me.
Oh, definitely.
This was basically an NXT classic.
Yes. With the
I mean,
finger
which is
breaker.
99.9% of the way back to
Yeah,
Peter.
yeah.
Yo, he's got his hair back. He's got his gear back. Like,
And
bruh.
he broke his fingers like he used to.
Yes, he did.
Yes, and then our ending was Drew McIntyre laid waste to the Bloodline and route of challenging Roman Reigns at Clash at the Castle. He speared one through the barricades.
The wall.
Very good SmackDown. It was a very strong show going into Clash at the Castle, which was also a pre-recorded show. So usually they fuck up with those things, and this was actually a really good show.
Good job. I
So
like it.
I give it a
Everything
A.
made sense. Same. Everything made sense, and we had good ass matches. Can't be
Yes.
mad.
And finger breaking.
And finger. Yeah.
Finger breaking is mean. Always mean.
Don't do it to your friends, please.
Yes. Then we got Rampage. Um, there was all out build into this show, but the things that they did I did honestly care for. But there we got start off with Dark Order and Adam Page versus the Best Friends.
I so again, was that the match? They already qualified, right?
This was the finals of their side
Okay,
side of the
cool.
bracket.
All right. So that was the qualification match. I thought it was actually pretty fun,
Yeah,
but that did it. When I look at it, it might be like the best match from the show for
yeah,
me.
and that's not saying
For
much.
me,
There was not a lot of good matches on here. We got Ray Phoenix versus Blake Christian. I thought they would have a better match, but it was
no time.
yeah,
Yeah, no time. That dude is very good.
yeah.
He was an Impact. Wasn't he
He's
like
everywhere.
he was literally everywhere. He
He
was in NXT or yeah. Or was it he was still was it
he
still
was in
called
NXT.
was it still called
Yeah,
2.5? Two okay. Yeah. But again, like
205 Live.
everywhere.
We got Tay Mello and Sammy Guevara versus Ruby Soho and Ortiz. They should have just ended this match right here and not do it again, not all out, because we almost got Ruby Soho with a broken neck.
On the pay-per-view? See, I didn't see the
Oh, she
match.
almost got her neck broken.
Really? Wow.
Oh, and I think she got her nose broken in the end of the match.
Excuse me?
Yeah, I think Tay Conti broke her nose.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Jesus.
QT Marshall versus Vicky Starks.
This was fun. I give credit. Credit was towards this was not meant to be taken seriously. It just wasn't. So it was fun.
And yeah, that was the main event.
hmm
Shows
But
that.
see, it wasn't like super impactful because
Yeah.
it was the Ricky stuff was story, but it wasn't like the biggest part of that Hobbs story. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I'm gonna
So
go
like,
C minus with this show.
I'm gonna go C plus because the two matches I was invested in,
Yeah.
I got it. I got my Dark Order match to get to the finals, right? And then I got QT getting beat up. So I mean, wait a second. I got
Yeah, you
QT
got like
versus.
seeing UC get beat up
Shut up!
too.
No. I didn't say it. I got
You
QT
finally
versus
admitted
Ricky
it.
Starks. Ah, yeah.
You admitted it too.
Damn.
All right. This I gotta go. So the first pay per view. At least, thank you for WWE for shortening your only having like 5 or 6 matches on your pay per views because
Yes. Yes.
it was easy to watch in one sitting. AEW, on the other hand, I knocked out by the women's match and I had to watch the rest of this morning.
I just couldn't watch some. I just had to skip matches. I
Yeah,
couldn't watch the 6-man tag match that wasn't the trios match.
yeah,
I couldn't watch it.
yeah.
The FTR match. I should have, but I didn't.
It was a good match too because I liked
I
Motor City Machine Gun. It's just that
I
there was
know.
no reason for
I
it.
had to prioritize the
Yeah.
ones that were for something. So I was
Okay.
like, okay. And the ones with the biggest feuds.
Yeah.
So I had to watch Hobbs and Ricky and Jungle Boy and
Yeah.
all that.
So
So
I'm gonna go. The first WWE pay per view will be Clash at the Castle, which was on Saturday. I love the fact that it was at 1 o'clock because I was wide awake watching this.
gotcha.
I like the
Gotcha.
afternoon pay per views. Do that more. Like I actually don't mind that early start. Like it's
hmm
good with the early start because then I'm not so
I agree.
tired by the end. Um, so we had a kickoff match. We had Mad Cat Moth and the Street Profits defeat Theory and Alpha Academy. It was a straight fun match. Like I actually really enjoyed it and it was funny.
Okay, cool.
A lot of comedy stuff in there. So I give that a 3.
Who won?
It
Who
was
won?
fun. Mad Cat and Street Profits.
God damn it! They beat Otis again.
Yep.
Who got the pin? Did they pin Otis? Don't tell me.
No, they pinned Gable.
Okay.
And then we go. I actually wrote down all the fights and put my scores on it and see if I'd change it or not. But we have our first match of Clash at the Castle. We have Bailey, Dakota Kai, and Io Sky. Damage Control, which is their name. They defeat Raw Women's Champion Bianca Belair, Alexa Bliss, and Asuka, and they gave Bianca Belair her first pinfall victory in the whole year.
You mean pinfall loss?
Pinfall loss. There you go.
And Bailey pinned her.
Yep.
Good match.
It
I
was
think
entertaining.
yeah, that's what I think it was. I think for all the build up to it, it was fine. It wasn't like the greatest match, but I thought it was fun.
Yeah. Same here. I thought they showcased everybody. I liked the how they all looked, and Alexa's new outfit looked cool and shit. Um, had some good spots, but yeah, I felt like it just fell a little short, a little bit short. So I'm gonna go 3-5 with this match.
Yeah, I would go 3-5.
The next match is I'll honestly gonna say this straight out, and it might be fact, but this is just me. Probably one of the greatest IC title matches in the last 20 years.
I would have to do research, but
Yeah.
I might agree with you.
You have Sheamus, you have Gunther for the IC title. Not only did they come out with their groups, but they got a group member back in the Imperium,
That was awesome.
and they fought outside while they stood still against each other and shit like that. I actually like that
Hmm.
whole scene. I actually put that as the podcast cover, as the standstill. Um, as of watching WWE for the last like 20 years, you never had like a match like this to really get its time and make it look like it could have easily main evented this show easily. I've
Hmm.
seen good IC title matches, but within the last 20 years, I think this was probably one of my favorite matches of the IC title reign, of an IC title belt.
Okay, gotcha.
Because you got to think about it also, they didn't highlight the IC title like they used to, like they did the last couple of weeks.
Hmm.
But I will actually stand on the
Not since the
mountain.
Miz. Not since the Miz. The last
Yeah,
time he had it, they went on a rampage with it. Yeah.
I will say I'll stand on the mountain. I'll defend that too. I think this was probably one of the best IC title matches of the last 20 years, and
Hmm.
I'm willing to fight with that. That'll be like 20 the 2000s. Yeah,
Okay.
I think so. I think that if it's not best, it's top five.
Okay.
But these guys fucking delivered. Everything we talked about how this match is gonna be, they delivered in tenfold. Like this match was intense. This match was brutal. This match was. You didn't know. There was a big times that you didn't know exactly who was gonna fucking win because you thought one of them was gonna knock each other out instead of fucking actually pinning
Yeah. True. True.
them. This was a Big E style match,
Yes, sir. Big meaty men slapping meat. That's what it
and
was.
I enjoyed every bit of it. I've watched. This is probably the only match this weekend I watched twice and enjoyed every single moment of it. Sheamus fucking killed it, and Gunther as well. Yeah, this is getting a 5. Like this is like probably my only
Hmm.
5 this weekend.
Yeah. I have to agree. It's getting a 5. I think it was the best match of the weekend. Uh, See, Walter told y'all when he was fighting Dragon. I'm just saying, he was warning y'all,
Yeah.
and so y'all got to see it. He thought he wasn't gonna put a hurting on Sheamus, and he did. So I'm just saying, I like it for that bit of like,
Yeah.
because you know what, you could be of all the the Gunther matches, because we can call him Walter, whatever. Of all the Gunther matches, he
Yeah.
hasn't had the ability because he hasn't been able to, let's just be real, he hasn't been able to fight exactly like this on the show since he got there.
No, because there's no one, no
He's
one as
had
big as he
very
is.
dominating performances,
Yeah.
yes, but he hasn't had to have one of those good UK classics that he has had.
No, hundred
And I
percent.
think this is the first like American audience's full look at what he does.
Yeah.
It's a good ass first impression is all I gotta say.
No, I agree 100%. And like this is like Adrian Dragunov, but like he's about 10. He's about 5 foot taller and weighs about the same amount.
You know
I
what I
think this
mean?
was
So
also Gunther's first like big a person about his size fighting him
mhm, mhm,
because
mhm.
Ricochet is smaller than him, Nakamura is smaller than him.
True. True.
So like this is like a even size, even kind of match kind of
Well,
thing.
yeah. I mean, at this point though, Sheamus is bigger than him because he lost all that weight.
Yeah, Sheamus is still bigger than him. This was like probably
Hmm.
his biggest person he fought.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, until he fights Bobby Lashley at Survivor Series.
Or yeah, Drew. Oh, that's what they're supposed to be. Okay.
Well, if they do the
Oh yeah,
brand versus
title
brand,
for title. Yeah. Miz
we.
don't want to win that match on Monday.
He
That's
don't.
all I gotta say.
You just hope Lex Loomis is listening to you. He's like, I got you.
But yeah, this match was a classic. If this is one match that you want to take from the pay per view, is this one.
Yeah.
You know, highlight it, put it up in history. Yeah, you can give Drew his moment, right? Put that on the side, but this is the number one, and the standing ovation at the end was
Yeah.
like the icing on the cake.
100%. Yeah, 100%.
So definitely five.
We got Edge Ray versus Judgment Day.
I mean, I thought it was fun, and I also like the character stuff that ended up happening during the match.
Yeah.
So
And after.
yeah, during and after. You're right. You're right.
I laughed a little
Rhea,
bit.
Rhea maintaining being a menace.
Yes.
Just got to give her props. Just being a menace, and she's been a menace so hard that Donovan knocked out his daddy.
Oh, yeah.
That clothesline was mean.
And kicked Edge in the balls.
Kicked us in the balls.
Yeah, he deserved it. I feel
He
like
said it
Edge
was
did.
your fault. It's your fault, Rick. He's beating me up. He's not lying.
Yeah, he's not.
He's not lying.
It is
So
his
yeah,
fault.
it is. It 100% is Edge's fault.
Yeah.
So, with that said, I'm gonna give it a 4 because I think the match was actually pretty fun. You know what? 4.25 because I thought the end was great.
Yeah.
That stuff at the end was great.
I'm gonna go. I'll go 3. I'm gonna go 4. I'll go 4.
Mhm.
It was
Mhm.
fun. Next match is SmackDown Women's Champion Liv Morgan versus Shayna Baszler.
This one, I wasn't thinking bad things for her, but I thought it wasn't gonna be as good as it was, and I was glad to be wrong.
Yes.
I was
Same here.
glad Shayna brought her A game. I'm glad Liv showed. The one thing I think that was cool was they showed all them training vignettes of Liv trying to learn stuff. But you know what? The thing that actually made me like the match was just that.
Yeah.
Her getting out of the submissions like in ways that make sense. Her showing ways to, I'm not gonna beat you. I'm not gonna match you, Shayna.
Yeah.
But if you try some slick stuff, I know how to get out, and she did. So props to her for that. So that's one thing I really liked about
Yeah.
the match.
And
So
she showed what she learned. She did what she learned.
exactly.
It was good.
I'm gonna give it a 4.
I'll go 3.75, but again, it was more like me. I'm surprised that actually was as good as it was. I was very happy with it, and yeah, good title defense by Liv Morgan. We got the next match: Seth Rollins versus Riddle.
Uh, now while Walter and Gunther and Sheamus might be the best match, I think this match was probably my favorite. It tears my heart to not call this match my favorite,
Yeah,
just because all the stuff that preceded it, right?
yeah,
And then Matt Riddle gets out there. Because we have the thing where we always say if it's a rivalry that's so vicious that there needs to be like some type of manslaughter that they can't wait for the bell.
yeah,
But when you are Seth Rollins and you make the ref tell the person to stay back, that is something else. And I like that he did that. And that added to that was a small little detail that usually I would give people like shit for, because like why did Riddle just run up on him? Because he made him stand back. And there was a lot of small things that Seth did during the match that I liked, and there was a lot of small things he did before it. So I got to give it props. I'm gonna give it a 4.5. It wasn't perfect, but god damn it, I liked it a lot. I really did.
yeah. It was really good, and they looked like they were trying to kill each other,
Yeah.
and I appreciate when they try to kill each other. Simple things, right? I want to see your rivalry come to a point that y'all want to kill each other, and that's exactly what they did.
Still no gun though, so I'm mad.
Nah, not one. So what do you give it?
A 4.5.
4.5. I think I'm going the same. It was a good match. And then our main event was the Undisputed Universal Championship match. Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre.
And it was a great match to close out the show. I think the one thing they did a really, really good job on is showing that Roman was by himself.
Yeah. Well, was he?
Yeah, he was 99% by himself.
Yes, he was.
No, no, 98%. Because
98%.
2%,
Because in the end,
2%, 1% was Cross and 1% was Solo.
yeah,
I'll put it that way.
yeah.
But
And
like I like that the story that went into the match. Again, props to them for making this pay-per-view matter so soon
yeah,
after SummerSlam.
yeah, I agree with that. It felt like it was a big stepping stone.
And the crowd was unmatched.
I
The crowd
would
was on fire.
say, and this is my only just being kind of biased because I kind of wanted Drew to actually take the title. I
It's
think
fair.
I would have gave this a 5 if Drew would have won.
Mm-hmm.
Just the crowd reaction of him winning would have got that 5 for me.
Yeah, I get that. I get that.
Because then we got Sweet Caroline and some other bullshit songs, and I could have cared less about that.
But yeah, it didn't add to the match. But
Yeah.
that was after the match, so that I couldn't count that.
Oh, so I'll
Um,
say 98%, 97% because you also had Theory come out and got punched in the face.
I forgot. Yeah, true, true, true.
Um, I liked the I liked the physicality of the match. Again, they delivered easily. But yeah, I just felt like that crowd was ready for that win, and I think if you would have had Drew take the titles, that crowd would have erupted and probably like blew that place up. Like that shit was fucking
I gotta
unbelievable.
call them out though, because they said they had signs in the crowd that said if Roman wins, we riot. They ain't riot.
Yeah, I talk mad shit.
Y'all weak. That ECW crowd, they would have rioted.
They
Y'all
would
ain't riot.
riot. You would have start seeing the beer bottles and everything. Even if they can't have
Yep.
bottles in the ring, they'll find a bottle and they'll throw
They
it.
throwing cups full of pee or something. They
Yeah,
gonna riot. They
they'll
gonna
start.
riot. That's all I'm saying.
Why is everyone
Um,
peeing at the same time?
he's screaming and he's angrily peeing in this cup.
Yeah.
He's gonna throw that
Stupid
shit.
damn.
I hate John Cena. But
um,
I just gotta give credit because like this match, you could say, oh man, there was a lot of good wrestling matches this weekend, but there were things during the match that set it apart from everything. Yeah, there was
yes.
interference. That was not the biggest part. The biggest parts I give the build up, the crowd, and the character work
And the
because
Broken
Roman,
Dream song.
because they didn't play it at the exact when he was walking out though.
Nah,
Now
they
what's up
played
with
it
that?
like the trailer going into his theme.
No, I know, but I'm just like him not walking out to it. It didn't feel the same. I think they want to save it for when he actually wins.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. But like there's a moment in the match that I gotta give like a lot of praise to is that Roman beats up Drew and then just grabs the mic and just talks the shit. Like
Yeah.
what? What?
Acknowledge me.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on. How can you not love this guy?
Yeah.
And then
But
the press conference,
yeah.
I love that shit. Acknowledge me and walk off. Bye. That's how you do it.
Yeah. But Roman wins the championship with a little help of his other cousin, Solo Sakura.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We was wait. I was waiting for it. I
Yeah.
was waiting for it.
Yep.
I
Yep.
was
Yep.
surprised.
Um.
So
Yeah.
I'm
So
gonna give this match 4.75. I'm gonna bump it up over the last match.
I don't go
So
4-5. I think it delivered the same way. It just again if Drew would have won, I think it would have been bump up.
got you. I just had to give it a 0.25 for the crowd
Yeah.
going crazy and him talking that smack. So
Scott Steiner going crazy too. He didn't like
hell
it.
yeah, he's upset.
That's one pay per view down. Overall pay per view, where you give it
I have to give it an A.
an A. Yeah.
So that's what
Yeah.
not a five, not a five.
5 would be A plus,
4.5.
so 4.5. Yeah. I would
Yeah,
give it the same. I thought
yeah.
it was a very interesting pay per view. It didn't overstay its welcome. It kind of had a good amount of time. Everything had a good amount of time. There was no like really short matches. Everyone had their time to shine, kind of thing. So I give this match pay per view a lot of credit.
hmm
I know it's only 5 matches, like
And
five or six matches. So
and again, I'm gonna give more props to the crowd. Crowd
yeah,
was on fire.
crowd was loud and fucking singing to Bailey too. That shit was hilarious.
I love it. Pissing her off. I love it. Singing Seth Rollins' song the entire match.
Yeah.
Come on. Come on.
All right, Clash of the Castle is done. Worlds Collide is next. Again, another short pay per view. The only thing I had issues with this pay per view, and this has nothing to do with the wrestling itself, but the actual aesthetics. Change the fucking arena.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Like, change
yeah,
it up a little bit. Like, give it a little color. Give it a different color, not just white. Change it up because it just looks like a fucking other NXT show. It doesn't look nothing else like a pay per view.
yeah. True.
The wrestling inside the ring would look like a pay per view. What outside the ring did look like a regular ass show of NXT.
Mm, True. That's true.
That's my only issue. So now we go to Carmelo Hayes defeats Ricochet to retain the North American Championship. I actually love the fucking jersey hang-ups.
Yeah,
I
that was
thought that
cool.
was fucking great.
That was very cool. That was very cool. That's something he should keep. That should be a part of his
Yeah.
character.
I only if I think he should only do it in like the takeovers
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
he defend well or when he defends the title.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you saw Gargano, you saw Loomis, you saw a bunch of names on there, so it was actually pretty cool.
Yep.
Really good match, very high athletic match, very high flying and everything like that. What you expect from Ricochet and Carmelo Hayes. I think this was my favorite match of this evening, even though there's a few that come very close.
I'm thinking about. This is number two. For
Number
me,
two.
this is my second favorite match of the night. But for like what happened in that match, how they do that crossbody and meet up in midair from both opposite ends of the ring. Those dudes is crazy. That's
Yeah,
all I gotta say. They were doing stuff that was ridiculous, and they was going hard.
yeah,
Like those super kicks, yo. Ricochet caught one lovely, and Carmelo had a bloody lip because he
yeah,
got busted up. I'm just saying they was going hard. So good ass match. I'm gonna say 4.5.
yeah. I'm gonna give it the same score.
Yes, sir.
You got tag team unification match. You got Pretty Deadly, Gallus, Diamond Mine, and Briggs and Jensen.
For me, my expectations were not that high, but not low, right?
Yeah,
I just thought it was going to be a good match,
yeah,
but it ended up being, I think, again, surprised me, and it was one of the more fun matches of the night. Like they had, I'm sure the UK guys have chemistry, but the other guys on 2.0, they're all young,
yeah,
like, and they don't really have that much experience, but like they went through it and it was awesome. So
yeah.
it was a great match. And we have new champions, right?
Yep. New tag team champions, Pretty Deadly.
Yes, sir. I like how it went down too,
Yeah,
because they were just like, I'll take it.
yeah,
I'll take it. This match is hard not to give it a 4.5. I'm just gonna do it.
yeah. 4-5. I'm gonna give 4. I'll go with 4. NXT UK Women's Title, Blair Davenport versus Miko Samatora versus Mandy Rose. This is for the unification of the UK and Women's Championships.
Um, I'll give it the title of best multi-women's match of the weekend, and we already said best women. You already said best women's match, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm gonna call it. This is my favorite match because I'm biased. Mandy is my champion. So
Yep. And now
uh,
she's Mandy 2 belts.
Mandy 2 belts.
Eating a donut too.
Hell yeah. I will say, like, again, the other thing that they have to be given credit for. These people have not fought each other,
No.
so they don't have that instant chemistry.
Well,
And this match was great.
Blair and Miko has.
No, I know that
Is
you can't, but
Mandy
like
in
Mandy
it being added
and
to it? No.
Mandy and both of those women, like
But
her with
Miko
them.
has
So
been a big trainer in
really,
NXT. Yeah, so she trains with a lot of the girls in NXT.
okay, that
Yeah,
changes
yeah.
things.
So
All
she
right,
she
that's
actually
cool.
does hands-on training with a lot of the girls in NXT. And
But is she
Mandy,
just UK? Because remember, she was gone for a long time. That's
no,
that's
she
my
comes.
thing. She's
She's in
still
Florida a lot of times training the girls. She's
okay.
like 2 days
Okay.
a week or something like that. But she's been training Mandy Rose a lot.
Okay. Okay.
Backstage, and they actually had videos of them training. Like it wasn't like a montage shit, but Mandy put it up like maybe a year ago. I think Mandy put it up at her showing the submissions, how to time the knee right, things like that. So Miko's been training with Mandy, so
Nice. Nice.
and you see it. Mandy is so much better. Like she gotten so much better. She's that champion that we kind of wanted her to be, and they never gave her the shot in WWE, but I'm kind of happy that she took a back step to NXT because Now she's honestly, I'll say right now, she's probably the best champ in WWE. I'll argue with that.
If you ask
I
me,
love
it's
I love
yeah,
Belair.
It's her and Roman.
Huh? Well, in
I
the
said
women's
if you
division.
ask me, it's her. I'm just saying of
Yeah.
all the champs.
Of the
If you
yeah
ask me, it's her
yeah
and Roman.
yeah. I could agree with that. And Gunther now, like Gunther's getting there.
Yes, yes. They've the eyes have been open.
Yeah.
Yes.
But all the women's champions that they have, I love Bianca, but right now Mandy Rose I think has a step over, just by character wise and just how she holds herself with the championship. Same thing with
Yeah.
Liv. I think I say Mandy's a little bit over mid because again the things that they need Liv to do, Mandy does it on a very high level.
Mm-hmm.
So was one of my favorite matches on this card, but also I will say this easily the best women's match this weekend.
Yes. Yeah, I
Um,
agree.
and Manny Rose, double champ.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Congratulations, champ.
We got women's tag team champion Nikki Cross and Piper Nevins. I said Piper Nevins.
I thought she was going to have
Me
her
too.
name,
I
but
thought they're
she
gonna
didn't
change her
have a
name.
name.
I'm gonna change her name, and they're gonna keep it up until they actually change her name. Versus Carter and Cantana.
I thought this was also a very, very good women's match. Like,
Yeah.
very fun. I was excited, like I told you, when they showed up. I was hyped for it. So I think it delivered, and I like the toxic attraction interference
Yeah.
because it means that they're not gone.
Yes. Very good
And,
things, and I actually wouldn't mind Nikki and Piper staying there a little bit.
mm, yeah, I wouldn't
Help
mind.
that
I
tag team
also
division
wouldn't
up.
mind if they started the Europe and they both went. I wouldn't mind.
Yeah. Same here.
But like, props to Katana and Carter because
Where you
they
get
held it together. Um, I'm gonna give it a 4.
up for? I'll go with that. And main event. It is NXT World Champion and NXT UK Champion Braun Baker versus Tyler Bate.
I didn't know exactly what to expect. Again, because never seen Braun in this guy fight. Um, and Braun's been fighting mostly the guys that left, right? And then 2.0 people. And
Yeah.
2.0 people, you can't really go, well, it's the best title defense. So to see this after the McDonough one, it's like, all right, yeah, good for Braun. Because like, I think he does deserve the credit because he's good. He just is.
Yeah. I just feel like he got stuck in stagnant storylines, and that's what hurt.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
This was probably like his most athletic match he has had.
And I think the match that he adapted the most in. You
Yeah.
could see him on the fly, and I think that's the part of like becoming a better wrestler.
Yeah.
Like you see, like he's not just doing, gotta go to the old this here, gotta do the one
Yeah.
two, what I gotta do. Yeah,
Yeah.
this match, you can see him like on the fly, just adapting and doing things and going like, all right,
Yeah.
he's getting there. So good,
Changing
good.
his stuff up because even Tyler Bates is a hybrid of a wrestler too. So
Yeah,
he can do power if he needs to, and for his stature, he's still very powerful. And some of those power bombs he caught Steinriff and things like that was crazy.
mm-hmm.
Um, I'll say this was I say this was very close to the first match. I actually really enjoyed it, and I'm a big fan of Tyler Bate as well. So we'll go
Agree.
4-5.
Yeah, 100%, 4-5.
Yeah. Overall, this was the eighth show, so
Yes.
I'll say 4.75.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it was probably the most fun show of the weekend.
Yeah.
I felt like I was invested. I don't know why, just
Yeah.
was.
No, it was it was worth being invested in. Like I truly enjoyed it. I would have liked to end my day there because show
Yeah,
was great, and then
yeah.
I had another 5 hours of fucking AEW.
You right.
Oh man. So going into AEW, we have the 0 Hour. I did watch those as well. They weren't
I
good,
didn't.
so it's
I
not
did
worth
not.
going
So
back. I'll say C Hook beat the crap out of Cool Hands.
no.
Not really. Like the match was kind of weird. I don't know. I wasn't crazy about it. So the AAA mixed tag team match: Ortiz and Ruby versus Sammy and Taya. The only cool, funny thing was in the beginning when they had like the 4x4 and they hit Sammy Guevara because for some reason he always gets hit by those vehicles.
I saw his tweet saying I hate those things. Yeah.
He got hit by it, and I think that was the best part of that match. The rest of the match was sloppy and very bad.
Really? Wow.
And you almost broke Ruby Soho's neck in the beginning of the match. You broke her nose towards the end of the match.
Really? Mm-mm.
She did her finisher, and she didn't protect. Also, I'll say Ruby didn't protect herself either. So there's a way to catch it, and she did not catch it.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
So I don't blame Ty all the way. I blame there's a little bit of both.
Mm.
I give that match a 1.
Gotcha. Gotcha. I
FTW
did not see
title.
it.
FTW title. Hook versus Cool Hands. A little bit more wrestling than I thought it would be. Like usually, Hook dominates people, so basically there was some offense on the other hand and stuff like that. It was a funny storyline because he also had his tag team partner around trying to fucking interfere, but like always,
Daddy
Hook
was you
finds
mean
a
Daddy
way.
Magic?
Yeah, he was there too.
Okay.
I wish he did some more of his his suplexes and things like that. But other than that, it was okay. The side defense, I'll give it a 2.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't special. Then you had the All Atlantic Championship match, Kip Sabian versus Pac.
Okay.
I
Okay.
also wanted more out of this match, and it did not deliver. It was kind of so I feel that there's times that some wrestlers, when you actually see, especially even AEW, when you see one singles match, you kind of see them all because they all kind of have the same start and middle. Like they kind of start the same. They
The
kind of do the
paging.
same.
Yeah,
Yes,
basically. Yeah.
they're very similar, and I felt like I watched this
Mm-hmm.
match already. So I'm gonna I give this a 3. Pac was strong in this match. Kip Sabian wasn't so strong.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
And then the best match, I say honestly, the only match you should watch on this hour was the Ishii versus Kingston.
Yeah, I have to go back and watch that.
They beat the shit out of each other. What you expect for a New Japan / Kingston match. Very good. I like the respect in the end. I like he's had them cut his music to play his music to show the respect for him. And really good match. Kingston win this match. I gave this a 4.
Okay. Okay. All right.
And I like Ishii. So
I gotta go back and watch that.
okay. So
I
Casino
just
Ladder
had to make
match.
some replacements.
So all out card. We start now. Casino Ladder match. We have Wheeler. We have Claudio. We have Rush. We have Andrade. We have Penta. We have Phoenix. We have Dante Martin, and we have the Masked Man. I did not like the fact that there was kind of like the Royal Rumble rules that you had to wait for people to come in and come out because you could finish the match right away, which was kind of fucked up in a way in this match.
Yeah, it was funny.
The match wasn't intriguing because I think I said it on the cast when we predicted this. I said that whoever's the Joker is gonna win.
Yeah, you did. You did.
Yeah, and that was exactly what happened. I did like the heist. I did like the whole Symphony of the Devil coming out. I did like it. It was like a fucking jail heist. I like the Malcolm Bivens the one grabbing the coin. So I liked the things like that, but the rest of the match wasn't that great. So I give it a 2.
Yeah, the spectacle around it ended up being the best part of it.
Yeah.
And you know what? That does leave questions. What is going on with Bivens and the Devil?
They're teaming.
Is that his new faction?
I
All
guess
those
so.
dudes?
Who knows? I wouldn't pass it. It's good. It's a good group of people.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, I give it a 2. The ending was interesting. It kind of made sense, but if you actually seen the dude's stature with the Joker mask, you kind of knew it was MJF.
I didn't know.
I
He was
100%
doing-
knew it was
I didn't
MJF.
know. I just was somewhere else, so I didn't know.
Oh, okay. So did you see it before you found out?
You mean did I see the match before?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I watched it. I watched it in order. I watched it.
So
I just had to skip to the end.
When
skip
the
some matches.
moment he went to take the mask off and then went like that, I was like, yeah, that's MJF.
Okay.
Like that was like the rude mannerisms. And shit. I was like, yeah, that's MJF. The moment I saw his stature, I was like, yeah, that's MJF. Because he was it was too big to be Adam Cole. Adam Cole's a little bit more skinnier.
Well, I just wouldn't think it would be Adam Cole. Period.
Hey, they lost his team, so I was not sure if they're gonna use it for something else. Because Bobby
Understood.
Fish got like pretty much didn't resign, and then Kyle O'Reilly is out with an fusion.
Yeah, no.
So yeah, all right. Trios title match: Elite versus Dark Order, and then Hangman Page.
I'm mad. I like the match.
The
I thought
match
it
was
was a
good.
good match. I thought it was a good match. I thought it was fun. I like it had see the things I like about the Dark Order, like basically Silver and Reynolds. They had the things
Yeah,
I like about the Elite. It had the things I like about Kenny Solo. It
yeah,
had Hangman. Same.
yeah,
It's just why they had to do it that way. I told you, if you do a tribute to Brody, you gotta let him hit it.
yeah. I agree with that.
And just the Dark Order's been through so much shit. Why did they not win? That's my only thing.
Yeah, I agree with
So this
that.
match made me sad. I'm gonna give it a 3.75.
Yeah.
But this match made me sad.
I I wanted. I think Dark Order should have won. You done nothing with that team since even Brody Lee was there. He was the only one that won a title off of it. And then after that, yeah, I did nothing with them. They were supposed to be this big dark character
What happened to
storyline.
Silver's push?
Yeah,
Bruh. Come on.
but nothing.
Come on.
I think they should have won it. The elite didn't need it, but yeah. Anyway, they gonna do what they gonna do, right? Um, match itself was entertaining. It's just again, I kind of wanted to go the other way, so I'll give it a three. I'll give it a 4.
Hmm.
Match was entertaining.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, TBS Championship match. Jade versus Athena.
It wasn't that bad. I thought it was like at least they're hitting each other hard. So like
Yeah,
that's the part I was like, oh, this is probably like Jade's most physical match that she's had.
yeah.
So to that end, I thought it was alright. So I'll give it a 3.
Uh,
I gotta give points for the She-Hulk though. That was cool.
She-Hulk was cool. That's all I give it. That's the only credit I'm gonna give it.
And
Um,
Athena drop kicking that baddie, yo,
so
yo, she like a shotgun, son.
how she did not get DQ'd?
I don't understand that. Can you please
They
tell me?
literally pulled her right in front of the referee.
Right in front of the rock.
Yeah,
They should have
so
ended the
that
match.
should have been ended the DQ. The match, I honestly I just didn't care for the build and the match itself. I did like the clips that she caught her with. But other than that, the match kind of went south from there. I give it a 1.5. Just didn't care. I'm sorry. That's just personally, I couldn't get into the match. I did not care for what. I didn't care for the outcome either. Cause I kind of knew they were gonna go with Jade to win it.
Yeah, I was just hoping they were gonna win.
Yeah.
Athena was my pick.
FTR and Warlow versus Motor City Machine Guns and Jay Lethal.
This one I chose not to watch because I had no championships. I was like, I gotta keep it moving.
Yeah, and there's like 3 trios matches on this card.
True, true.
For what it was, for what it's worth, it was a good match. It was fun seeing FTR and Motor City Machine Guns like interact. I kind of want to see them one-on-one tag team match together because I'll be more focused on that. Warlow killed Jerry Lethal. He just powerbombed the shot out of him quite a few times, and yeah, FTR and Warlow win, and then they come jump this dude, and then Samoa Joe comes out. They cleared the ring, and they keep Don, whatever his name is, Sanji Dutch, Sanji
Oh, Sanjay.
Sanjay Dutch. He stood in the ring. Dak's daughter comes out and pins him.
That's hilarious.
Yes.
I wish I would have watched that
Yeah,
match.
yeah. And then Samoa Joe came out, and I don't know what the hell was up with his head. His head looks weird. He look big round head. Anyway, he looked like the Kingpin from the Spider Verse movie.
Okay, all right,
That's exactly what he looked like.
Okay.
Match was okay. Like it was entertaining enough, but it wasn't like I would honestly I would have traded this match for being a tag team, a IWGP tag team title match with the Motor City Machine Guns and FTR.
Mhm.
I would have traded
Okay.
that in, and then
Yeah.
maybe have Warlow and this two fight 1-on-1.
Yeah, yeah. I get you.
Yeah. Um. So I give it a 3.5. Got Starks versus Hobbs.
He was upset,
Yes.
but I liked Ricky's new outfit. He looked cool.
Yeah.
Ricky from the future. If only he could have seen that spine buster coming.
Yeah.
Oh no.
He did not.
Well, at least I have to give it points. At least he ran to the ring and tried to fight.
Yeah.
Because I have to take points because he didn't bring a gun.
Yeah.
Um, it wasn't the longest match, but it didn't overstay its welcome. I thought it was actually pretty good. But it was them showing you that the Hobbs is a
Yeah,
powerhouse. So again, it's not unexpected that he beat him down. That's
yeah,
that's the thing. So I wasn't sitting there like, oh man, what's going on? I
yeah,
was like, yeah, you told me this story. This makes sense to me.
yeah.
So for that, I have to give it a 3.75. It just wasn't a little bit longer. That's it.
Yeah,
That's
I
it.
wanted more. I wanted a little bit more out of it. Other than that, because I actually liked the story going into it.
Hmm.
But I'm gonna go same 375. I wanted more out of this match, but that
Yeah.
spine buster was mean, and I was
Yes, it
happy he didn't
was.
get up. Because then
And
he
you
could
know
have
what?
kicked out, and we would have been mad that he kicked out.
But you know what? Here's the other thing, and you got to give him props when they do this. Hobbs isn't a technician. Hobbs spent most of that match working on Ricky's neck.
Mm-hmm.
Can't get mad at that. Like,
Yeah. No.
okay. So he did what he had to do.
Like I said, I wanted more out of this. This is one of the matches I was kind of looking forward to going into this card. So I was like,
Hmm.
all right, I want to see these guys go. It made sense and how it happened. It made sense of after that spine buster, he was not getting up. If he would have kicked
Yeah.
out that spine buster, I would have had issues.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because for some reason, in AEW, everyone has a rubber neck.
Yes, sir.
I guess Starkey don't. Next match. Um, AEW Tag Team Championship match. We got Swerve and Lee versus the Acclaim. I will say this was probably one of my favorite matches of this night. They delivered. All around, the crowd was really into this match and was very invested in this match. A lot of good spots. There was a lot of good tag team moves and back and forth. And even the ending was very entertaining. And them actually scissoring fucking Daddy A's. So
Yeah.
I really
Yeah. It
enjoyed it.
was. He added to the match and the spectacle of it, and the fans being super invested in the Acclaim is just it really helped the match. Like it. Listen, Swerve and Keith Lee are not bad guys. It had the crowd turning on them
Yeah,
because they were so into freaking the Acclaim. It was
yeah,
awesome. So like, it's just something about that. Like they've maintained their little hot streak this long, and they have. Yeah, it's just good, man. I gotta give them all the props. I really
yeah,
do. So
yeah.
I'm gonna have to give this match. I'm gonna say 4.25, and I might just call it match of the night.
I'll go 4 or 5. I actually really enjoyed it. And yeah, I like the way it ended too, so it was really good. Got AEW Women what
In turn,
intern championship, women's title. You got Tony Storm, Britt Baker, Jamie Hayter, and Sheeta.
like I told you earlier, this match was. I felt this match could have used a little less time
Yeah,
because there were just some areas in it where they seemed to be just going through the motions and stuff just didn't seem to be having any real effect or impact. There was some vicious stuff that just a few seconds later, hey, she's fine.
yeah,
You know what I mean? It was just up and down for me this match. Like Sheeta losing the kip up to freaking Tony Stores.
yeah,
Like I felt like Tony wanted to hug her. But then that entire exchange, right? The back
yeah,
and forth between her and Sheeta,
yeah,
and then the two girls come in and then like jump them, and that to me made no sense in a match where there can be only one winner.
yeah,
Because the way they were doing it for the longest time, it wasn't that okay, we're gonna help and then whoever pins. It was still the stupid thing of we're gonna help each other and then get mad when the other one pins. It's like you already been here. You stop doing that. Like you know this match is for it. Jamie has already come out and said she's gonna win.
yeah,
So why are you mad? Why is Britt mad when she tries to pin? Why is she, quote unquote, mad at Britt and has to spin, did the spin around and what are you doing? I don't like that when it doesn't make sense for the match. So there's too much like unnecessary stuff in this match. It's like
yeah,
I have to give it a 2.5.
yeah. I'm gonna
I'm
go.
happy Tony won. But like there's just
Yeah,
so much
I'll go two
stuff.
five. Like, it wasn't that. Like I thought it could have been a better match, but again, we did get a match that delivered, and it was not in this pay per view.
Yeah.
We got God, there's still more. Christian versus Jungle Boy.
I think thankfully this match did not last long. I think Christian was the only one out of the feuds that took it seriously.
Yeah,
And And Jungle Boy should have brought a gun. Christian brought a dinosaur. That's it. All right.
Exactly.
So you paid for it, Jungle Boy.
I didn't care for it. I don't care.
I know. It wasn't the most
Yeah.
I'm jumping from the rafters type of thing, but it's over. So
Yeah.
I'll give it a 2.
Uh. Okay, I'm gonna go 1-5. Like I didn't care. It is what it is. Here we go. Giant Jericho versus Danielson.
Probably the best wrestling match
I
that
agree
happened
with
on
that.
this card. Like pure wrestling, and I know that's the style they went for because it's the Lionheart.
Yeah.
So like he hit the notes, Jericho hit the notes. Danielson was right there to counter most of them, which I thought was good. Um, he gave him a hell of a fight too.
Yeah.
I give Jericho props.
Yeah.
Dude, you want to say he's slowing down, but these past few matches, he has been showing that he's still really good.
Yeah.
Um, kind of sad he lost. My boys lost, but like, listen, when you do the things that make it right in the story, like he cheated,
Yeah, he did.
and that was a part of the story they were telling. Can he win without cheating? The answer
Yeah.
is no. The answer is no.
Yep.
So it is what it is. I'm gonna give it
And
a 4. I'm gonna give it a 4.
I'll
No, I'm
give
gonna
it.
give it a 4.5. I had to stick by what I said about it. I had to give it a 4.5. And it's probably like this is the highest score I'm gonna give for the night. This match.
I'll go 4. I'll go 4-5.
Mm-hmm.
House of Black versus Darby Allin, Sting, and Miro.
It was fun. It was fun. I'm not mad at it. It was fun. But like it wasn't the best match the other night. And again, was this the third trios match?
Their trios match. Yeah.
Yeah, it's too many of these.
Yeah. This
It's
one
just
made
too many.
sense to be a trio because the storyline
Yeah.
was kind of built
Mm-hmm.
to have all three involved. I
Mm-hmm.
did like the little subtleties, like Sting misting him in the face, right?
Mm-hmm.
Things like that. I kind of wanted just more of a storyline thing. I feel like Darby's just like lost in these weird storylines and not going to go anywhere else from that.
Yeah, it makes. Yeah, I see that, but I mean, instantly somebody just bitch slaps him, and then he's in a feud.
Yeah,
That's just what
that's
happens.
it. Me and Sting going to fight you now.
Yeah. So I'm gonna give it 3.75.
I go 3-5. I enjoyed the thing. I'll give it credit though. It did have the story. It did build the story to me. I just wish there was just a bit more just more not less crazy shit and more actually in the ring.
Yeah. Okay. I can see that.
And then last match. AEW World Championship match. You have CM Punk versus John Moxley.
And it delivered. I feel like the story warranted Punk fighting back. It wasn't just a quick minute match, even though it started with like a finisher, right?
Yeah.
But like he ended up having to fight his ass off to win, and I think that's the important part. Is that at no point did it seem like really easy. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So to that point, I'm gonna say like it did its job with the story they told. So I'm giving it 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'll say that, and I'll say this: I felt it could have been a better match. I felt that it could have reached a higher height. So
I
there it
agree
is.
too. Like I feel like it could have went to a different level. I did like the submission. I did like the crab manish that came into this match, like Moxie catching him with the figure four, stuff like that.
Hmm.
I appreciate
I
things
like
like
when
that.
Punk spit in his face and Moxley broke the hole and then choked him out,
Yep.
and then the guy on top of him started hitting. There's things like that happen during some matches, and dudes just make a face.
Mhm.
And then there's things like that where you do something to Moxley and it just pisses him off.
You just made the beast angrier.
Just his eyes bugging out. That shit made me laugh. I
Yeah.
was like, yo.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 4. It was a solid match though. I give it credit. And then in the end, after CM Punk wins, you see the screen and the person removes the mask, and you hear the hit of MJS music, and reveals that it is MJF, and he's
Good.
looking for the
Good.
AEW championship.
Good for him. Good for
Got a
him.
big pop.
Yeah, good for him. That's what I'm saying. Like, good for him.
Yeah. So overall show. I'm gonna
I'm
give it
gonna have to
three.
give it. I'm gonna have to give it from what I saw. I'm gonna have to give it 3.5
Yeah.
because everything I watched didn't dip except for the one, two. Yeah, no what? Did I give two matches low scores? I gave the
Yeah.
women's match and the Christian match.
Mhm. You have like
Yeah, I'm
three
gonna have to go.
matches under three.
I'm gonna have to say 3.25
I'm
because
gonna
I
go three.
like some of the stuff, but like when I have to skip a match because there's too many matches, when I
Yeah.
have to not be invested in all of them because there's too many matches, and then some of them just don't deliver.
Yeah. I
That
agree
women's
with
match
that.
did not deliver. Both of those
Yeah.
women's matches I feel didn't deliver, but I like the J1 more than you did. But
Yeah.
like that four-way, it was not gonna get that nice out of me.
Yeah. I had a lot of issues with the show. This show could have been better too. Um. I don't know. I didn't care for it that much.
I give the crowd credit.
Yeah, the crowd was in.
They stayed alive for the whole thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's a testament because that was a long ass show they stayed there for.
Yeah. All
But
right.
like that tag match blew the roof off, dog. Like
Yeah.
seriously, that tag match blew the roof off the building.
Yeah. I actually liked the tag match. I think that was my match of the night. Definitely.
Mhm. Mhm.
All right. Oh, we're done with the pay per views, and now we could go really fast into the podcast we listen to. Shout outs to Major Wrestling Figure Podcast. They always have great episodes, and they talk about the WWE the WWF New Generation ring. They actually had a big segment on it on this cast. That was the Mattel like funding figure thing that they do.
Mhm.
That was actually really good. Um, Drew McIntyre on Ryan Satin's. Uh, we had we had After the Bell with who was on After the Bell? Wasn't Drew on After the Bell?
I believe so.
Yeah, I think Drew was on there. So Ryan Sands, who's on Ryan Sands then?
The regular one during the week, early in the week was Finn Balor. They debuted that one.
Yeah, I did. That one was good. Yeah, that was actually really good. So I think After the Bell was Drew McIntyre, and Ryan Sands was Drew McIntyre. Yeah, Ryan Sands was Finn Balor. And then After the Bell was Drew McIntyre. Yep. That was correct. And then Renee Young had Renee Parquette. She had the Q&A for Daniel Bryan. So if you didn't watch the whole video for the interview, they got the Q&A stuff that came from that as well. And yeah, that's it. So last but not least, we have our wrestling retrospect, when we pick a wrestler or wrestling teams and we go into their history and see some of the matches you may have missed and things like that. So, your pick is this week.
Okay. Let's see. So last week you had Johnny Gargano.
Yeah.
Um, you know what? I'm gonna take the theme of the way, and I'm not gonna pick Austin Theory, and I'm gonna pick Dexter Loomis.
Dexter Loomis. Okay.
hmm
Does he even have things outside of WWE?
Yeah, because his
Okay.
name is I think is Samuel Shaw, and I
Okay.
think he was
Cool.
in TNA. I think he was on the Independence for a little bit. So I know he has some stuff.
Okay. Cool. Let me write that down. So it's gonna be Dexter Loomis. Gonna be this week's. Interesting. Interesting.
hmm
So Dexter Loomis. I actually have a list of everything, so we don't cover two people at the same time. Yeah. So Dexter Loomis will be our wrestling retrospect. All right. So we're gonna wrap this up. This is probably an XL episode of the Wrestling Babble podcast because there was 3 pay-per-views this weekend.
Oh, I gotta just
Okay.
give WWE some shout outs for some things they did.
Okay.
I don't know if you saw it. They brought back those little weird vignettes of the wrestlers doing things that had nothing to do with wrestling. I don't know if you saw the Damian Priest one where he moved in with the Welsh family
No.
and he was working at a brewery and
No, I
stuff.
did see that. That shit was actually pretty funny.
Yeah, yeah. So I know the fans were saying, bring those things back. Like when they go to the movies and do stuff, they
Yeah,
did.
yeah,
They brought them back.
yeah. Cool.
So,
I did see the Damian Priest one and it actually made me laugh. That was
hmm
actually good. All right. All right, we're gonna wrap this up. This is the Wrestling Battle Podcast. Thank you for listening. Easiest way to listen to us is on Spotify, Red Cyclone Inc. Click on there and you can listen to all our history of wrestling babbles, the Red Cyclone Inc. I guess, but I swear, the Morphin Cast, the Shell Shock, the Not a Trekkie, and the Gamer Rage Podcast. Follow me on Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, YouTube, SoundCloud, and Twitch, all Mark the Mic, and follow Red Cyclone Inc.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Make sure you follow us anywhere and everywhere. Red Cyclone Inc. That is Twitter, Tumblr, and Instagram. That is YouTube. That is SoundCloud and Spotify. And we got a WordPress, so check it out.
Yep. Peace out, laters, and always remember, follow the Jinkies.
Because he's hungry.
Gunther's gonna meet Jinkies one day.
He's going to offer him a sandwich and test him. If he says yes, he's going to chop him.
Aye, it's gonna hurt. If we don't wish those on you. Sorry, Jinkies. Peace out, laters, and